This is how we do it. Boom, boom, boom. It's Friday night. It's not actually Friday night, but it is after trading hours. It's 3:08 p.m. Friday, May 12th, 2023. Where'd we leave off? Kid 3 rudely interrupted us as we were talking to one another in the previous video. And I was trying to remember a former Valparaiso, Indiana resident's name, and it came to me. I said it would come to me during the video. I came up with the last name, but I never did get the first name correct, and I did figure it out. It's Jeff Samardzija. Now, this says he's from Maryville, Indiana. That's baloney. Just because he was born there doesn't mean he was raised there. And you can see right here, Samardzija grew up in Valparaiso, Indiana. Hey, I know that road. I do. I had an office building right down the road from there, my real estate office, Bart Vickery and Company Real Estate. Had an office right there. Just sold it recently, sold it to my buddy Kevin, and merged our brokerage with his ever growing brokerage. Jeff attended Valparaiso High School, and he played football, baseball, and basketball. And then he went on to Notre Dame. Went on to Notre Dame, could have went pro as a wide receiver, but ended up being drafted by those Chicago Cubs. And you know how I feel about those Chicago Cubs. They're my sweetheart. He was selected by the Chicago Cubs in the 5th round of the 2006 Major League Baseball draft. And he played, look at this, he played for the Cubs from 2006 or 2008 to 2014, the A's in 2014, the White Sox in 15, and then went on to the San Francisco Giants 2016 to 2020. Not a bad career for a 5th round draft pick. And I know he made well over $100 million in his career. So let's go over to where we were. Let's go to the big board because some crazy stuff happened, as they say, off camera. Some crazy stuff happened off camera. One, Kid 3 came in and was telling me about what he's up to tonight. He wants to take the GT, the 1991 Mustang GT convertible, over to some lady's house, some girl's house. Him and his buddy are meeting them there for a little rub-a-dub in the hot tub, little hot tub action. So I reminded him of the birds and the bees, and he rolled his eyes and talked about the flowers and the trees. So we'll drive over there, and then, or he'll drive over there with me as a passenger in the Mustang GT convertible, and then I'll drive back. I like to keep it in the garage with the top down all summer. Why put the top up? You should only drive it on days where it's going to be sunny and not rainy anyways. But some crazy things happened while we were gone, while you and I were disconnected. One of which I did put on another trade on the Qs. That is the QQ and the Q, the ETF that follows the NASDAQ. And what I did is I have a call credit spread, okay, and that is between a 337. What do I hear? Lady's down there running the blender. She must be making a smoothie. She came crashing in like right after I turned the video off. Hello, I'm home. And she had, I'm looking over at it, it's probably half of a latte from Starbucks. Here, you drink this. I don't feel good. So I will drink the rest of that. So we got this 337 to 340 call credit spread on the Qs, and we collected $390 on $3,000 in collateral. So boop, boop, boop. The math says that's not bad. And that's like how many days out? 21 days out. That's June 2nd. But the craziest thing happened, and I don't even know if it's true. Girl, you know it's true. Let's go to the notifications. There it is. I'm like nervous to even click through it. I sold some puts on Target. I don't know if it was a glitch or if I fell into like a trap, but let's just click on it and see what happens. Here's the notification from the Target. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Your order to sell to open. Okay, so I sold to open. I didn't buy to close. I didn't sell to close. I sold to open 5 contracts of Target at a 155 strike. Okay, so $155 strike. It expires 5/19, so that's 7 days. And that was filled for an average of $510 per contract. Why do I suddenly feel sick to my stomach? I should feel giddy with love, but I suddenly feel sick to my stomach. Is this another signature bank trade? It can't be. Oh my gosh, it can't be. So let me refresh this page. So already we're sitting pretty. So it closed at 158.01 and it's already after hours at 158.40. We sold put contracts at 155 and collected the biggest boatload of money you could ever imagine collecting. Now, part of it is this, and there's two parts. One is they have an ex-dividend date of May 16th. Okay, so is that Tuesday? I think that's Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, if you look down here, they report earnings on Wednesday. So volatility is woo-hoo, through the roof. But if you do the math, and I don't recommend you do, but if you do the math, $510 per contract times 5, I collected $2,550 bills in my pocket. $2,550 I didn't have previous to making that trade. And now I feel like, is it one of those too good to be true moments where I get hit over the head with a like Captain Caveman stick, or is it an anvil falling on my head or my foot? I don't know. If it was a glitch, I'm fine with it. I'll take the dollar bills, but we ended up well. We ended up doing well at the end here. So Bank of America, we're up after hours now. So this will expire at full profit. The Bank of America calls. This will expire at full profit. The Caterpillar, this will expire at full profit. The Dow Chemical credit spread. Devon faded into the sunset. All of that money went to our pocket. EOG Resources, same. Ford, same. The Home Depot call credit spread, very nice. The Valero 114 call, that's money in our pocket. And that $40, that was on a roll. So the total of that covered call was way bigger than that. Even right here at the Walgreens, which was knocking on. That's how you end a Friday. You roll up into the weekend. So it closed at $31.01, and we had a $31 short leg. Loving every minute of it. Love it. So sometimes you're high, sometimes you're low, sometimes you're just collecting the dough. So now you can see they've all disappeared. All the 512s have disappeared, and now the 519 expirations have hit the board. So we will deal with those next week because we got a few of those underwater. For instance, CVS, we got a $70 short leg. Well, I mean, it's the only leg. We got a $70 put, and it closed at 68.58. So we'll be managing that. We'll be watching that during the week. I'm just still almost out of breath on that Target trade. We'll see what happens there because I'm ready. I'll close that thing at 8:35 a.m. on Monday. If I'm collecting big dollar bills on that, I'll do it. Because I don't want to really live through the earnings. And I almost don't want to live through, I don't want to live through earnings or dividend. So I may have to close it on Monday regardless. And I would imagine after the weekend, that trade is going to be looking pretty nice. So there we have it. What did Blackstone close at? Was it above 83? 82.86, and we have these 82 puts. So we'll be managing that all week next week. Our 80/77 puts, they look pretty good still. We got the Devon 45.43. What did Devon close at today? 47.51. So that looks good. That's looking good. What I really, really, really need to happen now, these Googles, there's almost nothing I could do about them at this point because Google like went to the moon. But I'm in the Google at what, 94 maybe? 94 and change. Let's click through the Google. Oh, 92. 92.47 is the average cost. So yeah, I'm not going to collect all the dollar bills, not even close. But I'm going to collect a lot of them. I'm going to collect some profit on that. But what was it I wanted to see? So we rolled that Johnson & Johnson. We've got these Intel $29 calls coming up. Intel currently under the 29 bucks. I almost don't care if it's called away. I really don't. I'm almost over it. I'm so over you, Intel. And I think my cost basis on Intel is like 26.12. So we'd be doing just fine if they're called away. But right now they wouldn't be based on where it closed. Look at that. Look at that 519. I could probably trade that right now. Don't I get access to over, or what is it called? After hours? 425 SPY, 519. So that's next Friday. How much is left on that? 2 cents on 5? 115. Let's just see. Do I have after hours privilege or not? Because they told me I did. $10 bills. I'm gonna do a debit, so I'll pay 10 bucks, release 1,500, right? It's queued. You told me I had after hours privilege. It says queued, so I'm gonna replace that and just knock it right out. Dismiss. No, replace. Continue. And then get out. So that's off the board. All right. So that's what we got right there. End of the day. It's 3:21 p.m. on the Swatch Watch Central Standard Time. Got dinner tomorrow night with 2 other couples, so 6 of us. I'm excited about that. Going to take the GT out, the top down, so my hair can blow. Got the kid 3. We did finish Bad Sisters yesterday on Apple TV. If you have Apple TV, definitely watch Bad Sisters. Highly recommended. I'm only 1 game behind on the Cubs, so I only have 1 game to go to catch up. Excited about that. Football schedule's out, so we're going to be booking up, I think, that Saints game we talked about yesterday. I'll be booking up the Saints game. We're probably going to stay down the road where we did last year. Literally, I don't know, 2-minute walk? Is it a 2-minute walk? I'm talking walking at like a Miller Lite in hand pace and saving about $500 over the Kohler Lodge, or it's called Lodge Kohler, right across from the Lambeau Field, the historic Lambeau Field. I don't care what team you like, if it's the Saints, if it's the Bears, if it's the Vikings, go to a game at Lambeau Field. 1, sweetest fans in the world. 2, most incredible experience of your lifetime. It's picture a small town. The roads closed down around the field, and then everybody just walks up to the stadium. And they're all in a good mood. Oh, that's Lambeau Field. Thanks, Dad. Thank you, Daddy, for giving me the Cubs. Or wait, you gave me the Cubs and the Packers. You gave me the Bart Starr's name. You gave me Vince Lombardi's name. 2 Hall of Famers. You didn't know? It's way before they were Hall of Famers. Buying power down. Oh, yeah, because we put on all those puts on Target. I don't know. I'm still baffled. I'm still befuddled about that Target trade. I really am. Let's go to it right now while we're still talking. You're still hanging in there. I can hear Kid 3 playing his electric guitar. He's got that Fender Telecaster that we bought him a few weeks ago. He doesn't know it, but he paid for it. I told him, but he didn't believe me that it came from him. Hey, you want another guitar? You pay for it, kid. You gotta pay for it. All right, so let's see where we're at. There it is. So there is that put 155 strike, expires next week, and we collected $2,550. I mean, that pays for like a month's worth of my credit card debt. Wait, you don't have any. Oh, that's true. That's actually not true. We do put as much as we can on our credit cards, but then we have it set to auto pay every month. So I pay no interest, $0.0 in interest, yet I get a bunch of Southwest Airlines points, and my sweetheart gets the companion pass every year, which means wherever I fly, she flies for free, and we like to travel around downtown to Chinatown, etc. So I don't know. I don't know if I stuck my foot in a bear trap on this trade or not. Like, why in the world? I'm emphasizing world. Why in the world was that premium so high? If you can tell me, I'd love to hear it, but maybe not, because it may make me cry. But laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. I've rambled on long enough, but I do miss you. I ain't missing you at all. But I'm eyeballing this Starbucks over to the right, and I'm going to have to start drinking that. So I'll see you. You know what? I won't see you until you subscribe. Take 1 second right now. Click, 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 clack your fingers on over to the subscribe button. Click it, clack it, hit the like button, leave me a comment, share this channel with a lovable friends, and I'll see you in the next video.